Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the TFR
Motivation Monday team call.
Monday Zoom call. We are Dr. Dondi and Marcy Nettles, and we are extremely excited that you're here with us today, even though we're like giddy. But in all seriousness, we have some wonderful information for you at the exact right time because we've got only a few days left in this month to accomplish some amazing things, but also remind you that every Monday, we get this call out because we want to help you, we want to equip you, we want to empower you, we want to inspire you, we want to give you direction to raise your business to new levels and raise your contribution and influence to new levels. So please make it a point of being here with us every Monday.
Yeah, and by the way, we also know that things come up and there's other stuff going on too other than us, right? So we do make this available to you as a recording, whether we are the recording on Facebook Live or YouTube. Just go and subscribe, Team Freedom Reigns on the YouTube, and you can get notifications on the YouTube.
You just said the YouTube.
Oh, tonight's going to be fun, everybody. I hope you're ready for a fun call.
Double
Come on,
axial,
are you ready?
that's what it
Who's
is.
ready for a fun call? But go and subscribe as soon as this call's over so you get notification every time we go live, okay? All right, moving on here.
Convention, October 22nd through the 24th. We're going to turn Sin City into Win City.
Yes.
Las Vegas, Nevada is not going to know what hit him when the LifeVantage tribe rolls into town.
Well, and you know what, guys, on top of that, I cannot wait to hug every single freaking
Seriously,
one of
I
you.
know.
Every one of you are going to be getting hugs, like multiples from me, because I am in withdrawal. I am a hugger, and I miss every single one of you. So please get pre-registered, like right now.
Yeah.
If you have recently come on as a gold or platinum pack distributor, you have a free ticket. If you don't know how to utilize it, please get with somebody that's part of your team. And if they don't know, then ask us. We're here to help. We would love to be able to get every single one of you in Las Vegas, because it is going to be seriously really memorable.
Hopefully not a memorial.
Okay, give us lots of laughies if you're on here live with us on Facebook. Just be laughing with us, okay?
See?
Seriously.
We're real people. No, we are creating bloopers as we're going.
Yeah, you know, you got to have fun with this, right? Have fun.
Right.
Guys, I love this tool. If you have not utilized the monthly marketing playbook yet, you have got to go and check it out. When you go to your replicated website, like you can see here on the screen, up in the top right of the website, it has like a blank profile. You click on that, and that's where you log in to be able to see this monthly marketing playbook. This playbook has so many amazing tools and assets for you to use to be able to build your business throughout the month. And if you don't know what to do, it actually has a monthly laid out plan on how to utilize the information, the content they've provided, whether it's on social media or sharing it through text messages and other ways. So on this marketing playbook, you're going to be able to find information about everything that is going on right now, including all of the current promotions. They've provided assets that are beautifully made and that are compliant, by the way, guys. Compliance is a really big deal. And I don't know if you've heard about it, but we'll be talking about compliance here in just a moment. But it's a really, really big deal to be compliant. But these assets are beautiful. Help you to be able to utilize the current promotions to build your business, to be able to be more healthy yourself. The total gut health promo goes through the end of the month, and free enrollments. That doesn't mean you're going to make money with a free enrollment, though, guys. Make sure you've got proper expectations set up with these people you're bringing on. Free enrollment means that you can start a business, but to make money and be commissionable, you do have to have that minimum product volume, or PV, personal volume orders as well, right? And then Mother's Day promotions. It is never too early to help people set up taking care of making mothers feel important and feel good. They've taken care of you your whole dang life, so it's time for you to make sure they're taken care of. So make sure that you're sharing the 3 different bundles that we have available for Mother's Day promotions this year. And like I said, monthly marketing playbook. You want me to just keep flying here?
You're doing
okay. So also monthly marketing playbook, you can get all of the shareables that you need for inviting people to the Success Mastery. These are amazing trainings that the company is putting on every single Saturday, 90 minutes with elite master and professional people in their fields to be able to share with us product education, skills training, calls to action, and success stories. If you've been on any one of these, please make a comment, whether you're on Facebook or on Zoom right now. What has been your favorite so far? Do you think they're valuable? And would you like the company to continue on? Because that's what we're pushing for.
Feedback is
important. It is that valuable. So make sure that you're checking your emails for the information to be able to log on to that. Generally comes out Friday, and sometimes there's a change on Saturday mornings depending on Zoom. But this week we have got the lineup that is amazing. Dr. Melody Rodarte, she's part of the Science Advisory Board. We've got Pro 7 Sam and Ray Allen. Pro 10, Master Pro 10, Rachel Jackson is going to be right there. Michael Epstein, Pro 8, and then Master Pro 10, Brandon Cunningham is going to be bringing the heat with the call to action this week. So make sure that you're on it and utilize this as an amazing follow-up tool for your prospects that are on the fence. Because the thing is a lot of the time, the reason why people don't just jump in is because they have that one last question. Can I do this? So if you can effectively share with people the amazing training that's available to them, you will get so many more people just jumping in after they've seen the support and education that will be provided.
Okay, don't go yet. So I just wanted to say something. These are not redundant. So if you've been on one, you need to be on all of these. They are all unique. They're very different. It starts off with some product information, diving deep into the science. It's a different person every week. But then the mindset stuff, the skill set stuff, it is not redundant, and it is amazing information. Mm-hmm. I mean, the 90-minute training that they are putting together is top notch, and it's from the top leaders in this company. And be ready and be prepared to take notes, but also be ready to be moved, because these people are just bringing some amazing and applicable, relevant information. Marcy and I talked the whole weekend about this last one and how impactful it was and how much it was just unbelievable. So please make it a point to get on these. And if you've been on one, they are not like the other. Make sure you get on every single one and get your teams on them too.
Yeah. And you know what's really cool is that if you've missed them, they have them archived in the monthly marketing playbook. So you can go back and you can listen to it. And if you're part of Team Freedom Reigns, I've also been uploading them into a learning unit in the Freedom Reigns Facebook page. So that's super exciting there and very convenient. All right, guys. Company's also been blessing us with some really amazing opportunities to invite people to learn more about what we have here at LifeVantage. This coming Tuesday night, you've got a LifeVantage opportunity overview, or LVO is how we call it, with Master Pro 10, Lynette Cunningham. She is amazing. She is professional and she is personable. So she's really going to resonate with the people that you want to see this information. So make sure that you're checking your email and the Facebook pages for those details.
And she's got a powerful story.
Yes, she does.
Must be on there.
Yeah. And then ours.
Hey, we do them too.
Oh my gosh, 3 times a week now, guys. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, different times each day. It's the same Zoom link. If you use the actual Zoom link, there is no need for a password. So please, we open this up company-wide. Utilize this overview. Please, please, please. It's a tool for you to be able to share information. When you have options for people, there's generally no way that they can give you a definitive no. Right? You give them options, there will be a time that will work for them. So utilize these Zooms as well. And into the closing out the month strong. This is really important, guys, and this is where we're at. We're at the end of April. Can you believe that? Getting ready to launch into May, and there is some fire going on right now. But in order to really close out the month strong, you have to make sure that you're double checking your personal orders and the personal orders of those people that you've sponsored, whether it's customers or distributors. Distributors especially, because we want to make sure that everybody gets paid, right? And that they have the required amounts to get those commissions. Also make sure that your PV is up to par. If you want other people to have the PV there, you need to have the PV there. That means minimum of 100 to only get partial commissions, or 200 in PV, that's your personal order, plus the orders of your personally sponsored customers combined, 200 in product volume, okay, to be able to earn all commissions. Now, who on your team wants to rank up? You can look and see who's close yourself. Use the striking distance reports. It's really important. It's another tool that's provided to us, because the thing is, guys, once you've enrolled somebody, you're a leader. And being a good leader means you don't let someone miss out on something that they're so close to, because sometimes people have life happen or they're not aware. So make sure that you're checking the striking distance report for who's getting close to specific ranks. Use the new enrollment report to see who's in action, who is actually really excited and sharing this information right now. That new enrollment report is gold. I love going in, and then you can drive back from the people that have enrolled somebody to their enrollment sponsor to see how close they are to rank advancing too. So use these tools, and then make sure that as you're calling people and following up with them, have proper expectations that not everybody's going to join on the first time seeing the information. So you have to follow up. And as you're following up, if they're not ready to get started here in the last 4 days of the month, then make sure that you are setting those appointments in the first week of May to be able to launch May stronger than April even closed out. And the number one tip that we can give you on this is keep inviting. Never stop inviting. And you have so much to invite to. It's crazy the amount of resources that are available to you. And now we're here to get into the actual portion of the training here for the hashtag TFR Motivation Monday. And it's really about casting the vision. And this was really your brainchild. So do you want to kind of dive into this a little bit?
Yeah. And I want to just read something today. Marcy has no idea I'm about to do this, but I saw a post this morning that was absolutely just spot on to describe the time that we're in right now and how this vision absolutely needs to be cast. And it says this: there's no school shootings, traffic is gone, gas is affordable, bills have been extended, kids are at home with their families, parents are home taking care of their children, fast food is replaced by home-cooked meals, hectic schedules replaced by naps, rest and relaxation. The air seems cleaner, the world seems quieter, people are conscious about hygiene and health. Money doesn't seem to make the world go round anymore. Doctors and nurses are being praised and recognized instead of athletes and celebrities. And we now have time finally to stop and smell the roses. I just thought that was so applicable because right now there's people that are really trying to figure out what the heck is happening, what is going on in their lives, and they really don't have vision. And what it says in scripture is where people lack vision, they perish. And we just want to be the bearer of good news. We want to help people start dreaming again, because there's a lot of people that are really stressing out. I saw a statistic the other day that in the United States, 78% of people live paycheck to paycheck, which means now that we're heading into the 7th and 8th week of this pandemic situation, there's a lot of people that are getting a little wigged out about what's happening. And we just want to cast the vision and cast the net of safety, of options to help people truly understand who we are, who they are, how we can collaborate together and literally change the world one person at a time. So I want to just really talk about what is this casting the vision kind of a thing. There's really people that are home. They're growing fond of spending time together with their family. There's moms and dads that are looking across the dinner table at their kids that are actually having dinner with them, and that they're actually having dinner together, both parents. Kids aren't in school, parents aren't at work, and they're home. There's kids that are really, really getting excited and really growing fond of having mom and dad home and playing games and doing things that are fun, that mutually are beneficial to people. And then there's people that are literally having a taste of this quality time. And that's one of the things that I wanted to, in going into this what if part of it, is that we need to understand what this industry is, what it does, and what options we have for people. Because I was just sharing this last night on Kim and Chelsea's call, and I think about this often, is that I had a very unfavorable impression of network marketing for over a decade. Because it's not that it was a bad industry. It's the most amazing thing personally and professionally I've ever done. And I was at 12 o'clock noon. I was open, but nobody ever asked me the right question. They were always coming from a position that how much money I could make. Money is not my idol. I would much rather have less money and more time with my family, but nobody knew that. They just thought I was, for whatever reason, that they're going to pitch this thing to be about making money. If one of them in the over 10 years would have just simply asked this question: are you spending the quality time with the people you love and care about the most? The quality time that you would like to spend? The answer was no, I wasn't. Every minute I was spent in pursuit professionally was a minute away from my family. And it was something that it wasn't, and nobody really even asked me the question. I asked myself this question once I understood about network marketing. So we have to really be thinking, what if we could help people build an asset by working together as a team in their part-time or spare time? Because they're all going to go back to work when the economy opens up. It's going to be a new normal. It's never going to go back to the way it was. It's going to be a new normal. We've changed our priorities. We've changed our vision. But most people are going to have to leave where they're at and go back to work. But in their leaving, they're leaving something they've just grown fond of. What if they had a vision that we could start working now, and in maybe a couple years, they could start buying back that time slowly but surely, as this asset allowed that to happen, as we built a network of people, and we allowed people around the world to become healthier and better people. That's the cool thing. When you have time to spend time with your family and there's no distractions, people, good people can become better people on how they spend their time with no distractions. It's just amazing about the possibilities here.
You know what? This just really hit me. It's like, I want each one of you just to take a second, and I want you to think, and I want you to look back over the past 5 weeks that we've been in this situation under these circumstances, right? And I want you to just pick out maybe 2 or 3 things that you've done with your family or the people you care about that you had never done before, that you liked, right? That you enjoyed. I mean, it's like for us, I can think of, okay, so we went rock hunting. And we painted rocks, and then we wrote things on there.
Elusive.
And then we went and we displayed and left those rocks with positive messages on them around our neighborhood. And then another thing that we did is we did some chalk wall art with our son. He made a design, and then we taped it up and we chalked it all out, and it's down there still. It's been there weeks now. Something that we did just with him. And then how about running through the sprinklers with our granddaughter? We've never done that.
Sprinkler since I was a kid.
I know, me either. And now we've had the opportunity to do it with our 2 younger kids and our granddaughter all at the same time, and just been able to just take the time, and even playing board games during the day instead of leaving everything until, a specified, this is our free time. This is the time that we can do it in. Do you guys feel that? I would love for you guys, put in the comment section, what's something that you've done over the past 5 weeks that before we got into this situation, you wouldn't have had the opportunity to do it. And now that you've had it, it's like, do you really want to give it up?
Yeah. Do
you really want to not be able to spend that time the way that we've been spending time? Because that's really because we work from home all the time. We're home-based entrepreneurs, and so we're here all the time. So we have to really specify when's family time and all that kind of stuff, or else we give it all to you guys really easily. But if you had a job before this situation and you're looking to go back to that job because you need to, what if right now you could truly make the decision to build the asset?
Right.
So that you have the choice down the road to be able to do those activities all the time. You were just given a taste.
I know.
You're just given a taste.
That picture on the screen right now just reminded me, this past weekend we played Trivial Pursuit.
Oh my goodness.
with our younger kids, and it's the family edition.
And I fought against it because I felt so dumb.
There's 2 decks of cards. There's the adult deck of cards and there's the kids deck of cards, and it's age 8 plus. I'm thinking, we should probably do.
I voted for the kids deck of cards, just so you know.
And Marcy votes for the kids deck of cards, and I haven't felt so stupid in such a long time. There was this one question. I was reading the question, and it was talking about a comparison of 2 words like and as, and both of the kids are like, oh, I know.
And we're looking at each other like deer with the headlights.
And I've got the answer, and I'm like, they don't know that. There's no way they know that. And I said, just to prove it, I said, okay, come whisper in my ear what it was. And our 11-year-old daughter comes and whispers in my ear, and I'm like, how the heck did she know that? And then my son comes over, whispers in the ear. I'm like, how the heck? So I read the word. Marcy and I are looking at each other, and they both look at us and go, you guys are old. I guess they don't teach that. They didn't teach that when you guys were in school. But it was amazing to have such a cool experience playing Trivial Pursuit with our kids. We haven't played, I don't even remember the last time I played Trivial Pursuit. It had to be like 20 years ago, probably at least. But also the experiences that you have. I will not forget that experience, the word simile, forever. And it was just like, what?
Yeah, but guys, seriously, right now, you have actually been given this gift. We're talking about casting the vision. Right now, you're actually living it. for a split second of time.
But we can put in measures to make that happen on a
full-time basis.
Or full-time
Sorry,
basis.
guys.
I said fart on a Zoom.
Sorry, guys.
Oh my gosh. The kids are going to hear about this one.
Yes.
Marcy's going to tell her.
And by the way, Lisa, we've done geocaching and we agree with you.
We were just talking about that yesterday.
It's so amazing. We actually had a season in our lives with our kids that we did that religiously. So if you guys don't know what geocaching is, that's something that over the next few weeks while we're still,
GPS
everybody at home with your family, check it out because it's so much fun and you can totally do it with social distancing. So love that. Thank you so much. And yes, Matt, spending time on either technology or on the phone with people that you normally wouldn't have the opportunity to talk to like we did in such in-depth, right, conversations, being able to take advantage of that. So what if you could build an asset that would give you the opportunity to choose to be home and to be doing these things that you've decided that you really, really enjoy? Well, it gets right back to that action plan, right? Yeah. We already kind of covered quite a bit of this, but you can't just say, yeah, this is what I want to do and not really work towards it. So you actually have to put a plan in place because there is so much power in an active plan, right? There's power in a plan, but if it's just a plan and you don't put action to it, it's not going to get you anywhere. Right? So an active plan is what you have to have in place. And so first of all, you have to make sure that you are in a position that you can be creating an income. And that means you have to be commissionable. So we already talked about that 100 PV and the 200 PV, vitally important to building this leveraged income that will give you that supplemental income down the road that will allow you to have choice in your life. And then make sure that you continue to follow up. Would you, what is that bell curve called? The diffusion of innovation bell curve. It's how people deal with change. It came out in the 50s and 60s, and it just talks about, and if you overlap the diffusion of innovation bell curve and the number of follow-ups necessary to cause for people to actually take action, it is a perfect overlap. And it's 2.5% of people are the innovators. They jump on before the invitation is over, but it's only 2.5% of people. And if you are one, you want everybody else, or you expect everybody else to do it. It's just not that way. The other is people want information, or they want people to have an experience that they observe, or both. And the more you follow up, the more likely they're going to go from the innovators to the early majority to the late majority, and then go through the whole steps. But it's all in the follow-up. And before we get through this, I wanted to share something about this amazing book we're reading again, The Big Leap. If you've not, by Gay Hendricks, if you're not familiar with it, get the book or get the audio or both, and do what Marcy, I'm just going to give her credit for something. When you listen to an audiobook at 1.5 or 1.25 to 1.5 speed while you're reading it at the same time, you're hearing it in someone else's voice and you're hearing it with your own eyes, and that voice is overlapping you're overpowering your voice. It goes in doubly fast. It's unbelievable. Thank you for that technique. Well, and I got to tell you, for women, this is like a total tip and a trick. It's like a mind hack, because we have so much going on all at one time and we are focusing on so many different places. It's really hard to just read a book and stay focused on it, and even just listen to a book and stay focused on it. So when I found that if I read while I was listening, I was distracted so much less than when I only did one or the other. So implement that into your learning plan, and I think that it will be that much more effective for you. Yeah, don't go past this yet. Yeah, and by the way, guys, so right now we're pushing for the end of the month, right? So there's 4 days left in this month, because I'm still counting today. We still got some time today. Yeah. Don't ever stop until the time is gone, right? So you're going to keep inviting and keep following up, and those people that are ready to get on a third-party call, get them on a third-party call. There's so many people waiting to help you, but those that aren't ready to make a decision right now, whether it's on one of the promos or joining for free, which is a pretty big deal, right? Make sure that you're booking those appointments in May, because you want to launch the month. You know, keeping things in motion is much more powerful for getting you into momentum than rushing and closing out the month and then taking a week to breathe, right? You need to keep it in motion, keep the calendar full, book a meeting from a meeting, right? That bam, fam. Yeah. And so that you've always got that structure and you've always got that movement in your business, okay? And then keep inviting, LVOs for TFR, LVO for corporate, and utilize teamfreedomreigns.com. Step 1, step 2, and then on step 3 for our LVOs, there is a copy and paste invitation that you can send out to your prospects that makes it easy for you to get the information to them on the actual Zoom link as well. So find out who's shooting for goals. This has to be so much more than just about you. Because if you're only focusing on what you want to accomplish, you are already stuck in the mud. Stuck
never a good
in the
place
mud.
to be.
No. Because the thing is that people can feel where your heart is, people can feel your energy, and people can feel if it's just about you, which means it's a sell, or if you're making it about them, which is a relationship. And so find out from those people that are part of your team who wants to accomplish something more this month, and then help them do it. Put a plan in place and help them do it. Inviting to maybe a video, inviting to an LVO, but making sure that everybody's following up and is on the same page, and just doing it over and over and over again. And Fred Duff, I know you're on here. You do it until, right? I will until you reach whatever goal you want to have accomplished. Keep doing the basics. Just keep it simple, because it's all about that relationship, right? Go ahead.
So on this slide, I really want to just stress, and this is the part from the Big Leap book by Gay Hendricks. He talks about in the book these 4 zones, and we can identify ourselves in one of the 4 zones. But the good news is that there are people on the team of support that are in the higher zones. And the first zone, that people that really struggle with this action plan, they struggle with follow-ups, they struggle with invites, is that because they find themselves, or they feel that they're in this thing called the zone of incompetence. And that's when you're just not good at it. Maybe you don't like talking to people. Maybe it just makes you feel stupid, or you think they'll judge you and make you feel stupid, or you just don't have enough experience. Well, and so rather than doing nothing, rely on the fact that there are people that are in the higher zones. The first one is zone of incompetence. And if you find yourself in that where you're just not good at it, realize we have tools, we have trainings, we have websites, we have people. So in somebody who is typically in the zone of incompetence, they can delegate to someone who knows what they're doing. That's the team of support. That's why 3-way calls are so powerful. If you just have a question, call your sponsor, call your support, or we have tools. That's why the corporate has videos. That's why we have training videos. The next stage, or the next zone, is the zone of competence, where these are things you can actually do, but other people can too. So it might not be where you should be. You can be there. And sometimes people get comfortable, but they also get stagnant. You do not want to get stagnant in the zone of competence. You want to continue to push. That's where you really want to delegate. That's where you really want to use tools, especially the step 1 tool on teamfreedomreigns.com, the invite, the 10-minute combination video of the ABC Primetime and the 3 Theories of Aging by Dr. Dixon. Amazing, 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 whether it's the invite or the follow-up. And then the other is the zone of excellence. That's where you're really good at something. That's where your team, you may not feel that you may feel that you're in the zone of incompetence, or maybe the zone of competence, but you need somebody in that zone of excellence. That's what your team is for. That's what the support team is for. And then the highest phase is the zone of genius, where it is uniquely you just crush whatever that is. There are people on your team of support that are in the zone of genius in whatever their capacity is. There's people that are in the zone of excellence, and there's people that are working their way into the zone of competence. But I just wanted to share with you, no matter where you are individually, and most people that struggle with this action plan find themselves, or they put themselves in the zone of incompetence. But even if that's you, you have people that are competent, you have people that are excellent, you have people that are genius as part of your support team. Utilize them, use the tools, delegate, use teamfreedomreigns.com. The step 1, step 2, step 3 structure. It'll really help the people that are struggling with this. This is such an amazing business.
All right, I'm going to shut this down so that they can see what that says there. So guys, like we were saying before, that this cannot just be a focus on what you want to accomplish and what you want to do. You've now realized that you want more. You want to be able to have the opportunity to have the experiences that you've been having with your family and the people that you care about. But you have to focus and understand that this truly is a relationship business. So many people are realizing that the busy that they had before is not what they want, even though it's the busy that was helping them pay their bills. That what they want is that they want that time with the people that they care about, the experiences that they've been having. And so they're really doing a lot of reevaluation, looking at the way things were, looking at what they've been experiencing, and wondering what it's going to be like when they have to go back.
Yeah. If you look at the faces of these people, they're not waving goodbye. They're waving saying, hey, we're over here. Welcome to the family. Because there's people that are literally reevaluating, reprioritizing what the rest of their life is going to be like. And many of them are doing it from a place of fear. And this is where fear goes away in this kind of relationship and this kind of business, because there's people here that get it. There's people here that want you to get it. And there's people here that want to change your circumstances and your future and your legacy, so that your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren don't ever have to experience something like the world is experiencing right now. This time versus money equation.
Or the employee versus entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You know, the people can do it. They just need to know that we believe in them, right? And that we're here to help them have what they want. Because the truth really is that we are either going into a problem, in the middle of a problem, or on our way out of a problem, because it's in the problems that we have the growth. It's in the problems that opportunity is created. It's in the problems that visions come about
and grow.
Right?
Innovation happens.
Right? It's in the problems that we develop the skills, the mindsets, and the abilities to be who we are supposed to be able to help the group of people that we're here to help. Because once again, this is a relationship business. We just want you guys to know that we believe in you. We know that you can. We know that this company is the best company. We know, and there's so much stuff. And by the way, my compliance slide didn't make it into here. Did you see that?
No, but I was going to talk about it.
Thank you, because my compliance slide didn't make it in. But we know that if you're willing to be part of a team, that the vision that you're casting right now with the experiences that you're having and the emotions that are coming around those experiences, that we can absolutely all work together to accomplish all of those visions, all the dreams.
Absolutely.
All the fields, all the garden planting, everything.
It's hard to not get overwhelmed with emotion when we're operating in a situation like this, because I look back to 11 years ago when I was at a crossroads in my life, and this company allowed me to get out of that and create a legacy that no one in my family had ever been able to create. And that was freedom to choose where you spend your time. And it's an amazing place, but it's something that also you don't want to share it, or you don't want to have it by yourself, because sometimes you just want other people to have what you have when it's blessed you so much. And that really is what this is about. We want people to get a part-time glimpse or a full-time glimpse of what it's like to choose where they spend their time, not have to settle with where they spend their time or somebody else dictate their calendar. And it's in a time like this where people can say, you know what, I've really liked this. The financial stress that comes along with this time is one thing. It's helping people to really put clarity to where they need to. But also, if we could help them create an asset that provided the finances so that could buy back slowly their time, it's amazing. And I'm glad that I was thrown this rescue rope 11 years ago. And I was just sharing, and it's not about how much money you make, it's how much time you have, because I didn't have any time. And the people that I was providing for had all the time, but it was all without me. And that's when the priority it wasn't meeting my priorities or theirs. And that's the difference about this. But understanding about how an entrepreneur looks at things is very different than how an employee looks at things. And sometimes because an employee doesn't think they can be an entrepreneur and they can start it in their spare time. This is the easiest entrepreneur effort ever. The low cost of entry, the amazing team support, the proven track record at a time like this with world-class products and a publicly traded company. It is the best scenario I've ever seen. in this space. And we just, like I said, I get super emotional when we talk about it, because I know what it does. And the people that are just fearful and wondering where the next hope is coming from, I think you guys have it. And if we can help you understand and truly believe that you do have it, then maybe your invites are going to get a little easier. Maybe your follow-up is going to get a little bit more purposeful. And maybe the team welcoming and the relationship business is going to be more impactful to you, because when we can contribute to a global population right from our own home without having to leave it and use technology like this, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
That's really what this is all about. So thank you guys so much for seeing what we see and allowing us to just bring a little bit of from our emotions from our home to yours, and just put a little bit higher priority on what we all have here at a time when there's a lot of people that are needing and a lot of people that are praying for what we just shared with you. And we want to help you understand what this is, so we can help you lock arms with us and help people that are truly, truly in need right now.
Yes, so I'm looking here. I wanted to find the screen.
Compliance thing?
Yep, I've got. All right, I'm going to share the screen again, because the thing is, guys, is that we are partnered with a company that is pre-active. Right? We are partnered with a company that knew that something was going to be happening to where we would have to be working from home, or they would have to be working from home. So they trained the employees and they got it all set up so that we could stay in business. They knew that we needed to have enough product on hand to be able to stay in business. They knew that we needed to have all of the raw materials in place to be able to make more product so that we could stay in business and move forward, right? Well, they also knew that we had to take active measures to make sure that we were doing things the right way, because what we have is so powerful that the truth is enough. Seriously. We don't need to be embellishing our stories. We don't need to be saying that we're doing more than we actually are. We don't need to be making claims, right, about what our products make. And so pre-active means that a plan is in place before a problem happens. So I bet that there's 10 companies out there right now that wish that they had had a little bit better of a plan. Yeah. Because just this week, 10 companies
last Friday
received letters from FTC for making improper claims on product, that they could cure, treat, mitigate, whatever, or they made claims on how much money you could make and how rapidly, improper expectations, right? Income claims are just as bad as product claims, guys. You cannot, mention our product and diseases. But the reason why I'm sharing this with you right now is because part of the pre-active measures that have been put in place is this amazing video that has been created by our compliance department. Many of you have probably already noticed that when you log into your back office, this is the notification that you see when you open it up. You can click out of it,
but don't.
It's only a 9-minute video on how to share your story compliantly, how to talk about the products, and how to talk about the business opportunity and income, okay? So please make sure, and I would even challenge every single one of you, go right now after this call, log into your back office, take that 9 minutes, watch the video and the short little quiz that's in the end, and then come back and mark, I have watched the training video and understand the information shared, because we are in this together. This is a partnership. This is not corporate's responsibility alone. This is us as a team, LifeVantage, to keep this opportunity up and running for the long haul. And so thankful, so blessed that we were not one of those companies that received letters right now.
Right.
And
that's what, when you do things right, and there's I would just call them ravenous regulators out there that are just looking to penalize companies and looking to shed a negative light. When a company does it right, it doesn't mean they're not in the crosshairs. And I know for a fact that the FTC and the FDA is looking at us because we're trying to do things right. They're looking at us with admiration that we are trying, but they're also probably looking at us very critically. So, and we are blessed that we didn't get one of those letters. 10 companies did last Friday, and the number is going up. The number of companies being issued letters is going up. And this is the first wave, we'll call it. There's going to be repeat waves. And that's why it's so critical for people to understand what we can and can't say, and the sacred trust that we have all been given to protect the livelihoods of our legacy and our generations to come. And it all starts with every one of us taking an individual responsibility to know everything that we need to know on how to be compliant and honoring it, not trying to figure out, well, what can we say to be gray? No, don't try to be creative and break the rules. Just follow the rules, because the truth is good enough. That's the real important message, that our products are good enough. Our income statement is good enough. It's not about it's not about embellishing to make other people impressed by what you say, because you could be causing yourself and the company harm by doing so. Just tell the truth and stick to what we have, which is industry leading. The industry has never seen the combination of amazingness that we have here at LifeVantage. We don't need, our truth is better than 99.9% of the companies out there, even when they embellish.
Yes.
That's the interesting thing. So don't polish it. Don't embellish it. Just go watch that 9-minute video.
Watch the video and then use the tools that are provided, right? The monthly marketing playbook has all kinds of assets in there that are all compliant. Plus there's a Facebook page called LV Content 101. It's, the compliance committee. We've been working hard at getting some good content in there that is all approved by compliance. Just don't change any of the verbiage and you are good to go on all of those posts as well. Just go and ask to be added and you will automatically be added in there. So super easy. And then do we want to see anything about what we want to do with this? Do you guys want to hear
that one and the other one?
Just a little bit. What do you guys? Well, just the first one.
That's not that
does
one.
Anybody? Oh, where's the other one? Where's the other one? Get the other one. Yeah. Okay. So we want to do something with you guys, and I know we're running late on our call here, but for Team Freedom Reigns, guys, Team Freedom Reigns. How about if we do an amazing book review? We want to do a book review with you guys that is all about energy. It's all about how you can change your situation. And it's all about the bus that you can hop on.
Such a great book.
This is such a good book. So if you are going to want to be part of this, please go ahead and get this ordered. This is The Energy Bus by John Gordon. Okay, Jon Gordon. All right. Because we are also going to have a follow-up training. You want to mention it? No, we'll wait.
No, we can.
We're going to have a follow-up training on this book as well. So we want to do a book review with you. If you are up to that, if you want to do that, we want to do that with you. So just please go ahead and get that book ordered, and I will put on Team Freedom Reigns Facebook page, I will put a place where you can actually opt in to be part of that group. Okay, guys? So we are excited.
It is a must-read book. It's one of my top 5 all-time favorite books. And the way it is, and it's actually, you read through it quick, or the audio version is just as great. I would highly recommend getting the book and getting the audio version of it as well, and doing both, because it is powerful. Yes. Yeah, we have a secret coming up about this.
Yes, it's a big secret. All right, guys,
we love you. Figured out,
we need to get it. We've got to get out of here. People got things to do, right? We got an end of month close, so go out and get busy, because it is that time of.
You said end of month close. I thought you said enema.
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I am so sorry. This has just been
that's what's left of my double axio.
All right, guys, have a great night. Remember everything you've got to invite to. Super excited for what's going on. So much energy. Just wait till you read this book. So good. All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.
We love you. We love you. We love you. Okay, bye.